Okay, so let's gonna talk about a little bit of Pokemon stuff, obviously, because this is a Pokemon channel. Distributors, man. And this week was a real eye opener if you're keeping track of what's going on with distribution. So the reprints, only one distributor gave me wholesale price. Obviously, they wanted me to buy other products with it to unlock that ability, but it wasn't like a crazy amount of stuff I had to buy, which is fine because the margin when you're buying the boxes for wholesale are pretty damn good, so it doesn't make a difference. But the other distributors, the other 4 or 5 distributors that I was buying through, you paid a higher price. Now, that sucks. It sucks. But it's like, I'm not going to say no. I'm going to take it. As long as I could sell it for profit, then I will. So a lot of people were confused about this because we weren't sure if this is actually a real reprint or just some kind of restock from the warehouse. And I know there was people saying, like, it depends on what's on the booster box case label, if it's a reprint or restock. So it says right here, it says not for resale before May. I can't read backwards, bro. Not for resale before May 24th, 2024. Okay? That's Twilight Masquerade. Okay? So the Twilight Masquerade is not a reprint. It's a restock. The Surging Sparks cases did not have that on there. But that doesn't mean anything to me. Because it wasn't enough. I mean, it wasn't a lot of booster boxes. I got the same amount of Surging Sparks as I got Twilight Masquerade. So maybe the Surging Sparks was a reprint. And the distributors are just acting like they don't have a lot. And they're going to hold it behind. They're going to hold it back to sell it for more money later on. I really do believe that. We also got a lot of Paldean Fates reprints, which I don't know if it's a reprint because unless you're getting this case, the case of displays, you don't really know because the label's on there. But yeah, overall, it's pretty lame how the whole thing went through. It's not like they reached out to you and told you, hey, reprints are here. You actually had to email and call and like be annoying to, at least I did. I had to be like, I had to let them know I was there. Like, yo, I want this stuff. Do you have anything? Do you have anything? I'm asking like every other day. Do you got anything? Like, I got money that's burning in my pockets. I need to spend it. Like, one day they have nothing. The next day automatically they have all this information about it. It's just like draining, dude. And I mean, I do like this Pokemon boom. Don't get me wrong. I like how I like the demand. I just don't like how the timing for it is wrong. The timing for my business is wrong. It caught me in a time of weakness, not a time of strength. When I needed this to happen a year and a half ago. But it is what it is. You can't beat yourself up for that. So my overall message for this video is basically distributors suck. Distributors are basically scalpers. They're supposed to be wholesalers. I don't understand businesses need to make money. They need to make money. Whatever. But the problem comes into where the big stores, they get like, you know, a pallet, 2 pallets of stuff no matter what the market looks like, and they make a ton of money on that stuff. And then the small stores, you know, get a couple cases or a case, and they can't even get it for wholesale. And then they call you acting like they're doing you favors and stuff, which they kind of are if they're offering you product when you can't get product. Sure, you're at their mercy. But like a small store should get, they should get a hookup, bro. Like, it just makes more sense. to me. But it's really not their job to care, right? It's not their job to go out of their way for you and make sure you're making as much money. I mean, yeah, it is, right? They should care about you making a good margin and making money, because when push comes to shove, if you're not making money, how are you going to support them later? You're not. So, I don't know. I see plenty of stores with tons of product from Journey Together, tons of product from reprints. And obviously they earned that spot. They earned that position. They spent a lot of money. They're businesses that are big. And these distributors are acting like there's no product to go around. But I can see stores getting pallets still. So it's like, is there really not enough product, or are you just holding enough product behind to make money on it later? Which I know they are. They can pretend, like, I can't go inside the warehouse and check, but I mean, I got a feeling like Twilight Masquerade booster boxes with that sticker on the front that are clearly not reprints. They're stock that's been held somewhere for a period of time and then released. It's all sketchy. So I know people want to call me a scalper for charging market prices and stuff, but that's because I have to. It's not because I want to. It's because I have to. I would love to be the pinnacle of everyone's experience of going to a website and buying as many boxes as they want for MSRP. That'd be great. But I don't have the power for that. I mean, there's other stores, other websites that have tons of product. They could MSRP that all day. They're going to make 50 grand on the restock just for selling MSRP. They're fine. They're great. That's why they're doing it for MSRP, because they have the product for it. Smaller stores don't. And unfortunately, I'm not a $10 million account. This is the way it is. And that's my responsibility to make it that way. So it's going to suck when this market goes away, because there's going to be at least 5 years of just down market downturns probably. I mean, that's a really pessimistic view, but I don't like to assume things will go great for no reason. I don't like to be delusional. After this block is over, after Scarlet and Violet is over with, the next batch comes in. It could be the worst thing ever. They could go back to how they used to do things and give no one any hits for a booster box. There'd be like one full art trainer that's the hit and a couple rainbows. Like, they could completely screw up the entire game. They could screw up the entire chase factor. They could do what I mean, I don't know why they would make it worse when all the other card games are up in their game. Like, Digimon has serialized cards now. Like, I don't know. What I really want Pokemon to do, I really want Pokemon to make a collector card. Like, a card with no playability on it. Like, they take a playable card and just remove all the stats from it. Get all the damage counters on it, the numbers, the words. Just make it art. Just make a card with just art and sell it in the pack. Why don't they do that? Like, you got people, you're paying artists to make art. Let us enjoy the actual picture. For example, like this Chinese alternate art right here. Like, I know people are like, I can't read it, I don't like it. But the Chinese texts take up less space than the English texts. So you see more of the picture than you did before. For example, this Leafeon alternate art right here. A Leafeon. Can you see that? Can you see the tree? The tree is not visible in the English version because the Leafeon V, the English text, fills up the whole line. And I was looking at this card. I'm like, why does that look so much better? It's because you can actually see the damn tree, the artwork, without words over it and stuff. And like the rest of it, you know what I mean? Like, all Pokemon has to do is make alternate arts that have nothing on it. It's just a picture. Just a picture. Why is that? I mean, that has to be easy to do, right? I mean, make cards for just binders. Like, half the people don't play the damn game anyways. Just a thought.